So we're day number 2 of the new Trump administration, and I'm excited about some things that I'm seeing. And there are some things that concern me, though. Three things in particular. I won't get into all three in this video. Maybe it'll be 2 or 3 parter. But what I'm going to cover here today is pretty troubling. It's going to be a big hurdle to having the Trump administration be America first, or having his 4 years be America first. And this is a big hurdle. I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's a big one, and we're going to get into it. It's a video that I saw a couple of days ago, and I said I got to get into this, and I think it's going to make your blood boil a little bit when you see it, and it comes from a reporter from the Stu Peters Network, and he's asking what I think should be a very simple question of some folks in Congress, and they're having a hard time giving a simple answer. Let's get into it.
Congressman, my name's Frankie Stocks. I'm a reporter with the Stu Peters Network. I would just love to ask you a quick question. I'm trying to ask every representative I can.
Go for it, Frankie.
That is, do you care more about the American people or Israel as a member of Congress?
I don't think they're mutually exclusive, Frankie.
Can you elaborate?
They're our best ally.
Are they? Who do you care about more, the United States or Israel? United States or Israel, sir? No answer? Should we put you down for Israel?
That was a big disappointment for me, John James, because I lamented what was happening to John James in the 2020 election. He was running for Senate, and I noticed that I had to go out of my way to find out who he was. The Republican Party wasn't putting much support behind him as the candidate for Senate in Michigan. And you would think that they would want to do that in more ways than one, to get themselves a little further away from being called racist. Here's a black man who is a veteran, and he is a business owner and a job creator. He, I guess, inherited his father's business that had this many employees and this much revenue, and he took it from that to this many employees and that much revenue. So he's a successful businessman. No real support from the GOP when he's running for office. Twice, I think he got an election stolen from him. Now he's in Congress, not in the Senate. Maybe he's working his way up, and you can see almost $300,000 from this organization. And you could tell he was trying to figure something out too as he's being asked a question. He's calculating what's going to happen to me if I say America, the American people. What's going to happen? And it's a simple question. Maybe he's concerned about the follow-up question and is overthinking it. I can understand. You're being accosted. It's that 60 minutes possible gotcha situation, and you just don't want to go down that road. But really, at least answer the first question. That's an easy one. Even if there were a follow-up, which there isn't, just say the American people are more important for you. Let's continue.
Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? It's an easy one. American people or Israel? You don't got to fake a phone call. American people or Israel?
Jen Kiggans. Remember, I lived in Virginia for a while, and she was running for office when I was there. I did not vote for her in the primary. I don't think I was around. Yeah, I was around for the election. Maybe I voted for her as the lesser of two evils. I didn't know a whole lot about her, but I knew more about the other two candidates, that I was more interested in being the candidate for the GOP than her. And somehow she won the nomination, and now she's in Congress, won the general election. And again, it's a simple yes/no question. She should have said yes, and this is part of the reason why I left Virginia. Folks like her, and then the two senators in Virginia are Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, two people I can't stand. And you say, well, you're in Texas, you've got John Cornyn. you're right, I do. And I'm hoping somebody primaries him because I think 3 terms are enough. Really, 2 terms are enough for Senate. He's got to go. Let's continue.
Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? The American people or Israel, sir? Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? No answer?
I think that Israel is one of our strongest allies in a part of the world where people are trying to harm us, and I think they need our support.
So should the U.S. continue funding Israel? Despite their links to the 9/11 or their attack on the USS Liberty? Who do you care about more, the United States or Israel?
You know what? That's kind of an odd question to ask.
Well, it's a question the American people have been asking a lot because they're starting to wake up to how much AIPAC money is flowing into the coffers of Congress.
Well, if you watch what I've done over the years since I've been here, the question about do we have some strong support for Israel, I think it would be hard to find somebody who's more positive about it than I have. So I'm amazed sometimes at where the American people are and how they think. It's like, this is so against everything I've heard. The people who raised me have accepted. So. Well,
we have American citizens who are about to freeze to death in western North Carolina, and we're sending millions to Israel. No, that's not a comparison. Well, it is a comparison because the money's going out. It's all coming from the same people. It's coming from the taxpayers, sir. Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? American people or Israel, sir? Sir, they're equal? Are you serving Israel or are you serving America?
I stand with Israel.
Okay, so can you answer the original question? Who do you care about more, U.S. or Israel?
There's no variance. It's like you're asking, do you love your wife more than your daughter?
Well,
and you said it's a simple question.
It is.
Do you love your wife more than your daughter?
I love the United States more than I love Israel. It's a very simple question.
Great love, and you as a human being, you express that love, and you have core principles that drive you to your love for your wife and your love for your daughter. It's 2 different loves, but neither of them is greater than the other. You understand?
Who's the priority when you're casting a vote in Congress, America or Israel?
Priority is love, son.
Well, it's a very simple question. You're not answering it, Representative.
See, Clay Higgins got that wrong. Even when he's trying to sound holier than thou, he got it wrong. If you're a Christian, your spouse takes priority over the kids. When you come home, the first person you should be looking to kiss or hug should be the spouse first and then the kids. So that whole analogy about do you love your wife more than your daughter, he got that wrong. And the whole thing about taking this correspondent up to his office to show him I stand with Israel, he's got that on the outside of his office. It's a big L in my book. Just say you care more about the American people, but he can't. And it only shows $19,000 here, but if he keeps playing the game, it'll probably be more down the road. And he is Louisiana. So let's continue.
Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? American people or Israel, sir? Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? No answer? Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? American people or Israel, sir? Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? No answer? Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? Well, who do you care about more? American people or Israel, sir? Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel? American people or Israel, sir? Is it so hard to say you care about the American people who you're here to serve?
So you can see these folks, they look like they want to hear the person out, but they don't like the question. So they just pretend like they didn't hear them at all. They're leaning in to hear what they don't want to answer. And just a big disappointment.
The American people believe that Israel holds disproportionate influence over our own government thanks to organizations like AIPAC who are pumping millions of dollars into American politics promoting Israel First policy. So
But if you want to share this information, you're doing a great job.
it's not misinformation. We have the campaign finance report, sir. It's not misinformation. Do you care more about the American people or about Israel?
Where are you from?
The Stu Peters Network. The Stu Peters Show just released a film called Occupied on this very subject, which I highly recommend to look up.
I saw that last night, and it was compelling. I don't know much about this man, Dan. I think his name is Newhouse. I like his answer. And you can tell that he's a little unsure about what the policy is. But let's get into it.
But can you answer the question, sir? Do you care more about the American people or about Israel?
I'm an American. I care more about the American.
He says, I'm an American. I care more about the American people.
You care more about the American people? Right, but should Americans take priority over Israel? We know AIPAC's pumping hundreds of thousands of dollars into congressional candidates. They're obviously getting some sway there. Should AIPAC register as a foreign agent?
Good question. Don't they already?
No. Yes, sir.
Are you one of those Are you recorded?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Stu Peters Network, Frankie Stocks. We're asking the questions that the American people want answered by their representatives.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Make it a appointment. Thank you.
Good question. Don't they already? I'm an American. I care more about the American people. That's a good question. Don't they already? So he's unfamiliar with the policy that Israel's not technically listed as a foreign agent or a foreign. Their money, their contributions aren't listed as foreign contributions.
Congressman, quick second. I'm Frankie Stocks with the Stu Peters Network, trying to ask all members I can this question. Very simple. Who do you care about more, the American people or Israel?
American people.
You are the first to have given me that answer, sir. Thank you. Yep.
American people. Number one, man.
So Andy Biggs there at the end, if you didn't know, he is actually running for governor of Arizona. So that was interesting when I watched this again. I said, that's the guy who's now going to be running for governor. So maybe he's had his fill of Washington, D.C., does want to represent the American people and do so at the state level. But how do you feel about this? I see this as being a big hurdle for America First, for the agenda of doing things America First. If it's not Israel, then people are waving around the Ukrainian flag. If it's not the Ukrainian flag, then they're waving the flag of unlimited immigration, legal or illegal. And that's going to be a big hurdle too. But this is something I saw in the last couple of days. I thought for sure I'd share it. And let me know your thoughts. If this is the first time you're checking me out, do me a favor and consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a thing and it helps me out. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.